Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
I saw this show, The Deadliest Catch. One of the couple of the captains from one of the boats ended up going out to Hawaii. Do you remember the captain that died, Captain Phil from the Cornelia Marie?
Yes.
You probably remember that from the very beginning days. Well, his son is now taking over the boat with another guy, and his dad used to go out in the 80s to Hawaii, and they were, trying to fish and stuff. And so he found this map, and so he went and did it. And anyways, just after watching that for, a few weeks, I'm like, I would love to go try fishing out in Hawaii.
Could you imagine what change in everything that is for a guy that makes his living off of fishing in Alaska?
Completely. Oh, yeah, no. Then that's kind of was the storyline behind them doing this. It's tough, too. I mean, and they're trying to catch these sailfish and these marlin that are, God, they're huge. And they've got that big, that point. What do you call that? It's bone, but it's a needle or whatever on their nose. And, they can harpoon you when you bring them in the boat. Anyways, it was pretty interesting. But I'm very interested in visiting Hawaii now. But anyways.
Hawaii's bomb.
Not sure if I really have any interest in going to Sacramento. Never really had much interest in Sacramento. I visited a couple years ago. I saw what it was all about. I don't know what Sacramento has going for it. The Kings? What does Sacramento have going for it, Jeff?
We've got the Old Town Sac. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Drove through there, saw that.
Very touristy.
Didn't get out, but. Very
touristy, though.
Yeah.
And then that's about the long and short of it. A lot of malls,
Yeah.
a lot of malls. I don't know how they're doing in a COVID environment, like especially when he's watching down over all the malls. He's like, I'm going to shut down all the malls.
Oh, you're talking about our governor? Sacramento area man has filed a restraining order against his neighbor, alleging his neighbor harasses him over his support of President Trump. He wants the neighbor to stay at least 100 feet away from his home.
I didn't want to do this. They're making me to have to do this. This is a civil harassment restraining order. I'm tired of getting harassed all the time. It's my kids don't want to come outside.
Here's a little bit more from the news.
Mason says his Ring doorbell video shows their children harassing his family with Biden chants outside the door. He says they also painted Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ chalk art outside his home.
And I went down there and asked them, well, why didn't you write this in front of your house or anybody else's house? Why mine? And they just laughed at me.
This is the best reality TV there is. I listen, I'm not picking sides here. I'm just saying this is funny. I mean, this is the way people are acting is insane. And you don't know Joe Biden. Joe Biden's nothing to you. And the thing is,
You mean you're nothing?
every Biden voter that I've talked to,
You're nothing to Joe Biden, just like you're nothing to Donald Trump.
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, on
As
both
well.
sides. On both sides. Yeah. I mean, these people are just, these are, yes. I mean, one is the president. And if you respect the office, then I'm not going to argue that. I respect the office as well. And I wish more people, whoever's in the office, and if it's going to be Joe Biden, then I'm going to respect him because I'm going to respect the office and I will call him my president. The people that say that he's not my president, that drives me nuts. So you don't get to pick it that way. All right. If you live here, he's your president. If you're an American, then he's your president. I'm sorry.
But
you may not like him, but you should still respect the office. And we don't do that much anymore.
Twisted way, though, isn't it kind of the American spirit? I mean, it embodies the American spirit. And the American spirit is they want to be on the winning side. So when they pick a side and they run with it, they want that side to win. And now it's seeming like it's at all costs, both sides, they want their side to win no matter what. So it's kind of what we're taught through capitalist culture to be a winner. So we want to be a winner so bad that we're going to go paint sidewalk chalk on, send our kids out to terrorize the next door neighbors with our political messages.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be doing that, obviously. So now he's got a restraining order on the entire family who are Biden supporters.
It's incredible. It is something.
And I'm sorry to say I find it entertaining, but how do you not?
Mike writes
what
in
I
on
want
the
to know is, like, how do you abide by that 100 feet if you're neighbors? Like, do you just, like, are you only allowed in the bathroom or something?
No. I mean, okay, so your neighbors, so that means don't go near their property. You have to stay 100 feet away from their front door, most likely. So,
yeah, I don't know how it works.
I'm sure the sidewalk doesn't count because the sidewalk is common property.
I'm thinking it's within reason.
Yeah, but you can't be coming. So, in other words, Cameron, they aren't able to. The restraining order will keep the neighbors that are harassing them off of their grass, off of their lawn, off of their property. You cannot step on their property. Now, you can.
The Trump supporter wants the Biden supporters to get off their lawn.
I mean, it's ridiculous. But you heard in the news report there, they recorded some of the ring. They're sitting up there chanting or whatever. That's crazy.
Oh no, that's not cool, man. To be like harassing someone.
See, if
like
somebody was harassing
going
me
in front of their house and doing that.
If somebody was harassing me, I would find ways to, I don't know, like sabotage.
Traps.
Yes, garden hose. I would be up on the roof. They'd come over. I'd douche them. I used to do that to trick or treaters when we ran out of candy. Back when I lived in this neighborhood that everybody would come to.
You would spray them down with water.
With hose.
You wouldn't do what you said you'd do.
What was it?
You douche them. You're not douching.
Douche them with water.
Okay.
Yeah. It's something you say. I got douched. You got douched.
I don't
not
think I
actually,
like that
not
term.
the product you buy at CVS or Rite Aid, okay? I'm not
Yeah,
throwing
it's
that
disgusting. You know what that is, right?
Jeremy's up on the roof with Summer's Eve.
Well, you clean now. There might be dog feces involved.
Do you feel fresh?
I mean, if
That's
they come,
right.
The thing is, what's scary, if this was Texas and they come on your property, we might have a different outcome than Sacramento. And we might have people hurt or dead. So just be smart before you start harassing your neighbors.
Mike writes in on the 805 Beer text lines. He says, cruelty, it's the new pastime in this country. I kind of agree. It seems like it right now. I mean, Jeremy's advocating Summer's Eve up from the rooftop.
I was just reading somebody's response that says, what about people that don't agree with the outcome of this election? Listen, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, this is...
No, let it pan out. Let it pan out.
You got to let it pan out, number one.
Everybody calm down. Take a deep breath and just let it...
And I'm sorry if you don't agree, but
out.
You can't win every fight. You can't win every war, and your guy's not always going to win.
And hopefully the system will sort through it, and we will have an outcome, and whatever happens.
This is my thought the other day. I was talking to my wife, and then I'll be done with this. But I just don't understand why the left or the Biden campaign would not want this investigation, because that would just prove they did nothing wrong.
Right. Exactly.
And then we could move on and then say, see, and then you could go after his character or whatever. But that's what
it goes back to what I was
If you have
talking
nothing
about.
to hide, then say, come on in. That's why I don't care that if
Jeremy.
people are looking at me on my phone or my laptop or spying on me, because I have nothing to hide.
The game of politics is a lot like the game of wrestling. If you need to put a roll of quarters in your hand and punch your opponent in the face to give you a competitive edge, you will do it just to get the win, which embodies the American spirit. Win at all costs.
That's why my wife did my media law paper in college. I just used the resources I had at hand to win. And I did. I got an A.
American spirit right there. Cheating.
Got an A.
Cheating with Summer's Eve from the...
Thank God there was no investigation, huh?
Things we didn't get to in hashtag form with Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Hashtag admission of guilt. See if you know who this is.
You put clean urine
Yeah,
in
I put my baby's urine in it. One day I used my wife. My wife said, "Baby, you better not hope that it comes back pregnant or something."
Yeah.
And I said, "No, so we ain't gonna use you no more. We're gonna use the kid," because I got scared that it might come back pregnant.
Now,
God, did you figure out what they're talking about?
Do you really need me to guess who that was? You said, see if you could guess who this is.
Well, that was sarcasm.
Come on. But because we're different generations, let's ask Cameron. Cameron, do you know who that was talking?
I think he does. Oh, man.
I think that was Whitney Houston.
That was Mike Tyson.
I know it was Mike Tyson, man.
Who's Mike Tyson?
Who's Mike Tyson?
Yeah, tell us.
He's a boxer.
Yeah, okay. What else is he known for?
Mike Tyson Mysteries.
I would have accepted he was on the movie Hangover and he used to beat his wife. I don't know what Mike Tyson's mysteries
to prison
are.
for beating his wife.
Yeah.
It's a TV show, and I'm also aware of that.
Hold on. What is Mike Tyson's Mysteries?
Oh, it's a TV show on Adult Swim, and him and a pigeon and his adopted daughter solve mysteries. It's like a spoof of a.
How is it that you can watch this? How is it?
But with Mike Tyson.
With so much content on television and satellite and on demand and streaming and the internet, you choose to watch Mike Tyson Mysteries about Mike Tyson, a pigeon, and his daughter solving mysteries. That is fascinating.
Okay, hold on. Let me throw this back at you. With all the shows on Netflix, all the shows on Hulu, all the shows on cable, you watch the, quote, boat show.
No, it's called Below Deck. Tyson Mysteries is awesome, Pro Weed Smoker says. You're not the only one. Maybe. I'm just saying, it sounds ridiculous, but there must be something to it.
I gotta look it up.
Are you high when you watch this show? Okay,
No.
thank you. Yeah, that laugh. Come on. You just sold yourself, buddy. We know you're high when you watch it.
Weed smokers are the worst liars.
Listen to that weed smoker laugh. Do you hear that?
No.
In an interview,
No, man.
Mike Tyson said he once used a device called the Whizzinator. Did we not talk to the people that made this?
Yes.
Back in the day?
Yes.
And it is a prosthetic penis with a built-in bag that you can pass a urine test with. Mike also explained that he got clean urine. He used his baby.
Nice.
Can you use your baby's urine? Jeff would tell this story quite often. We had a neighbor who was a big-time drug user, mainly marijuana, I think.
For probate purposes, he had to pass a drug test, but then he was not clean, so he came down and asked
my wife, because I wasn't home,
Jeremy's
if she would pee in a bowl and he could use, girlfriend at the time, if she would pee in a bowl.
So he could take it and put it into a bag.
And
tape
she
it to
said,
him.
well, I'm on birth control. I'm pretty sure that's going to show. And he's like, I don't care. Didn't he do it?
Yeah, he's like, this is my last, this is my Hail Mary.
He'd been busted. Somebody.
She's like, all right. Fine,
I think it worked. They didn't find any drugs, and they didn't notice that he was on any birth control, so he was okay. Mike Tyson says the Whizzinator's great, but obviously if they watch you do it, it doesn't work. But he said this guy was uncomfortable.
This guy was so macho, he was scared. I whapped it out. He was like, turn around, hey man, take the cup. This macho guy, he don't look at me.
That's Mike Tyson's stoner laugh right there.
He owns like a big grow.
I can't understand him, man.
He owns a big
know.
grow operation not too far from here.
Isn't it right outside of, Mojave Desert?
Yeah, out that way.
But it's out.
I'm pointing out that way for people that can't see me.
Truck. What's that town that you go over the hill?
Lancaster.
Oh, okay. It's over there.
That direction.
I was thinking where the windmills are that you drop down into the Mojave by the Andrews Air Force Base.
Hashtag money on John Rahm. Did you hear what happened yesterday?
Say that again. What?
Money on John Rahm.
Which John Rahm?
John Rahm's a golfer who's going to be playing in the Masters.
I saw this video. It's incredible. It's the most incredible golf shot I've ever seen.
If you believe in luck, this is what he did. Okay.
I don't even know how this is physically possible.
This is a tradition on Tuesdays at the Masters. Is some of the golfers will go out, get a feel of the course, and somebody will take a ball, drop it on the ground, and then try to skip it across the pond on the 16th hole,
which is a par 3,
and get it up onto the green. He dropped the ball, skipped it across the pond on the 16th hole, and dropped it into the hole with his 5-iron.
Okay, not only did this ball skip across the water like what 5-6 times?
Yeah.
I mean, it practically rolled across water. It's like Jesus walking on water. I was like, you got to be kidding me!
I'm not
and
a golf guy, but that's impressive.
Yeah, just to think about it. I mean, I can't even. I've skipped a rock 3 times. Like it's gone 3 times. I know people that do it probably could do it 10 times. But this ball skipped and rolled over water onto a green, and then went up over this hill and arced down to the left and dropped into the cup. I mean, it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
This is what I want to see on Sunday. If John Rahm is in contention, no 8-iron in the sky.
No, do it again. Do it again. Oh, my God. That is so Happy Gilmore, isn't it?
Do it. You did it on Tuesday. You could do it again, John. I don't know if he'll be in contention on Sunday, but if he is, please, I want to see that. That would be the greatest golf moment of all time.
Oh,
fingers crossed. For the
I mean,
this weekend.
it's literally, I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of great hole-in-one shots. Nothing compares to that. I mean, is there any way anyone could do that again? I'm just laughing because Jeff and I, during most of the breaks to the music, Cameron will tell you, we talk a lot of fantasy football strategy. We talk smack.
Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
That's okay. You don't need to know.
Our league is
very need to know basis, brother.
Yeah, I would be very bored with our league if I didn't get to sit in here with Jeff and talk about it, because nobody else in our league wants to communicate. Nobody wants to do trades. Nobody wants to.
What do you want, Jeremy? Full disclosure on everything, and so they're going to show their secrets. Come on,
I wish
it's called gamesmanship.
No,
dude.
I want to talk trash. Me, I'm a trash talker. I love talking trash. So I save it for Seth.
Yeah, a lot of what you say is trash. You're right. A lot of your talk is.
See, there you go. Let's do another show, shall we? We got Timbo. Hi, Tim.
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
We are doing great. Cameron, go ahead. If you get this right, you're going to get $20 to go to Federico's.
What Taco Bell item needs to come back according to Jeff?
It is called the Enchilito or Enchilito. It's actually called the Enchilito.
That's not it.
No. Jeff,
oh my God,
Jeff likes something. Jeff likes something that's very close to the Enchilito, but that is what I like.
Jeremy tries to talk me into the Enchilito
Sorry.
as a replacement for what I am missing from Taco Bell, and I'm like, no, it's not the same. I've tried it, and it's not the same.
So he heard what you said. He didn't know the show.
Right.
Yeah. So an enchilito, they take a burrito and they just smother it in enchilada red sauce and cheese, and they bake it in a little tub, and it's got cheese.
Do you remember?
So amazing.
I don't know how long they did it for, but I remember early '80s going to a Taco Bell, and they had the pronunciations. Like taco.
No, they didn't.
Enchilito.
Well, because were you in the Midwest?
Kentucky. At the time.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It was probably that way everywhere.
Nobody knows how to say taco.
All right, let's go to the next caller. Where'd Waylon go? Waylon, where'd you go? You were next.
He probably thought it was Enchilito as well.
Ben.
This is Ben. Benny, listen, there's a reason we like you, Ben. You stick it out, man. You hang in there. You don't give up.
Right.
And now it's going to score you $20 to go to Federico's if you know the show. What is it?
I think they said the chili ball, Jeff did.
The chili ball?
No.
Bowl, the chili bowl, the little chili bowl they used to serve.
No. I mean, you're kind of close with chili, but not really.
Chili balls.
Yeah.
There's a new thing. Chili balls.
Came into the middle of the conversation, but they used to have that little bowl. It was like a reddish-looking chili mix.
Oh, yeah. No, they would have their...
it was pintos and beans.
Pintos and beans, yeah. Yeah, I used to get that, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's not what we're looking
Sorry,
for.
Benny.
All right, sorry, guys.
Have a great weekend.
Hey, thanks for what you guys do.
Oh, thank you for saying it.
For your service.
Cameron, you know what happened here, right? I brought up the menu item, and Jeremy just shouted in my face while waving a hand at me. No, you got to try the churrito, the what was it called? The enchilito. You got to try the enchilito. And that's what people are taking away from it.
Yeah, it must be.
I nonchalantly mentioned it.
That's what makes this a difficult game, Jeff.
I still want to try.
Interrupting you.
I still want to try chili balls.
Chili balls
sounds good too.
Is that like a dumpling?
I don't know. Probably like Rocky
Have
Mountain
we stumped
oysters.
everybody today? Okay, we did not stump Rory Lynn. And we don't normally do it over the text line, but since nobody else called in, we'll get a hold of Rory.
Who's that, Rory? Does he live in a rural area?
Rory Lynn.
Rural Rory.
Yeah, hi, what's your name?
Rory Lynn.
Oh.
Okay, what is it, Rory? What is it?
The chilito.
Yes, the chilito. Chilito.
Which is really just chili in a tortilla. It doesn't sound that great.
Right.
The enchilito sounds way better, okay?
So,
it's a
chili
meat and
balls
cheese
is better than all of them,
burrito
so
in a tub with red sauce like an
Here's
enchilada.
Jeremy browbeating you with his options, like he always does. Like last week when I said I like the bacon at Hunter Ranch, and he's like, "Oh no, Spoon Train's bacon kicks their ass."
That was 2 weeks ago.
I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope for the Taco Bell bring back of what they now dub as the chili cheese burrito, because it is still on their website, but it says this item is not currently available. Check out the rest of our menu to find something new to love. But the fact that they even keep it archived on the website means they might go back to it one day, like McDonald's does the McRib.
Write them.
Yeah.
I remember one time Costco said, "Hey, if there's an item we don't have anymore and you want it back, write us." And I did, and it came back.
The people have
saying,
spoken.
I'm not saying it was because of me single-handedly, but maybe me and a few other people got it done.
Rory, did you fancy the Chilito back in 1998?
I did. I crushed them.
Yeah, when they were 79 cents, right?
You
Yes, they were.
Now
I love it. I haven't heard somebody say
Even
they
the
crushed
price
it in a
tastes
while.
good.
I crushed it.
The last time
Burritos, bro.
the Chilito was made available at Taco Bell, I don't know when it was, but the price had jumped up to $2.29. I don't know if that's within my price point. Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Come on. I mean, it's like Jeremy said.
3 of them
It's
for that.
basically chili in a tortilla.
With some cheese, right? I mean, that's why I don't understand why you couldn't try to figure this out, because you can buy Taco Bell sauce, I believe, at the store. Not just the hot sauce, but the red sauce.
I don't know, Roy. Maybe you remember this, but sometimes you would get some spiciness in the Chilito that would hit you, and it would make the back of your ear burn.
Dang.
And that was tasty. I like that.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
Rory.
it was, I'm sorry, I don't remember that. I would get them after high school football games, and you give them like a $5 bill. You can get 4 of them and cover the tax.
It was awesome.
Hold on, Rory. You're a winner.
4 Chilitos, please.
Well, now, was I the only one in like the bachelor days? To me, a burrito, I'd get the refried beans, then use a can of chili, and that was like instead of meat.
Oh, you would mix it?
Yeah. That was so maybe
that sounds
I
really good,
invented the Chilito.
That sounds really good. Any cheese?
Well, it had the beans in it and the meat and already, and then you just put it with the.
But you did refried beans and the chili.
Yeah,
I like that.
So it had
Extra beans.
more of a bean substance. Yeah, because the problem is,
and it was quicker.
Making chili is too soupy out of the can to put it into a tortilla.
Yeah,
I've tried it.
It was a good binding
You got to
agent.
know Denison's chili. It's very thick.
Yeah, but I've tried it, and what the thing is with the chili cheese,
we'll try it again,
or the Chilito at Taco Bell, it's no beans in their chili.
Oh.
So it's
a little messy.
We never got to the poll question today. I know Seth will cover it. We were asking you if you answer phone calls that you don't know who's actually calling you. So the options are over there on the website. It's brought to you by SurfNet Communications. Seth will get to that coming up. Plus, he's got a lot of great music for you. And that's it. We're done.
Do it. You're not gonna force him to play something he doesn't want to play.
What's that?
I know. Usually, you tell everybody what he's going to play. Coming up.
Aerosmith and Collective Soul.